y'all. It is I don't know what today is. I know it's Tuesday. I don't know what the date is, but I drove myself to the park. I'm waiting for DoorDash to get busy, so I'm gonna DoorDash. Taking a walk. Ooh. So yeah, sorry, I ended up taking selfies of myself because like somebody, when I die, somebody has to look at how I look. Like somebody has to appreciate what I look like. But anyways, I found a rock. I'm gonna call him Rocco. I should have brought Elmo. Me and Elmo. I'm about to start bringing Elmo with me to sit at this rock. Anyways, let me get my water bottles here. I could probably yeah. I'm just waiting for DoorDash to get busy or whatever. Today I definitely feel, I don't know how to explain it, but I still have this like lightness lifted from me. And I don't want to say it's like the heaviness I've always had is like fully gone, but it's like I'm definitely not. I definitely have a couple things I'm not stressing over anymore, and I think that's a good thing. That's always a pro. Like everybody has stressor. I feel like I'm just stressing now how I'm consistently gonna stay where I'm like how I can consistently and I guess do better with not being stressed out. Like, yeah, if that makes sense. Like, I have like gotten to a point where I can openly, at least with myself, be comfortable with the thought of being alone. Like I've always been okay with being alone. I didn't mind like being by myself and doing stuff by myself and whatnot, because a lot of times I feel like when I would want to have people, there are squirrels running around these trees, to have people join me on things, it's almost like I had to beg or like, what's it called, it's almost like I had to like always explain myself or explain why I really want them there, or like go over the top of like showing people like, hey, I really want you to like be a part of this with me, and it wouldn't automatically click. Like sometimes, and with some people it does click, and at those times I do appreciate it like a lot, and I love them so much for it, because I'm like, I didn't really have to explain to you why you should have been there, or why I needed you to do this thing with me. Because there are times in my life where I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to be there with me. I don't. And I think it's good to push yourself to be like, no, like you don't need anybody to be with you. But I like this. I'm gonna say I'm shocked I've gotten better with is there is a spider. One thing about nature is it's gonna be nature. But I went to the gym today, and then I went out to eat. I ended up speaking with my friend. That was cool. When I say like I feel like I lifted, like I feel lighter about something, I'm kind of just like talking about just the thought of being like, I don't want to say wanted, but just like needed by someone. Like I feel like I made a very unhealthy, like toxic relationship with the thought of people needing me or just people wanting me in their lives. And it got to a point where it was like, if someone can go without speaking to me, or if someone can go without asking me to do something for them, it kind of started to be like, oh my god, they don't need me, oh my god, like they're not my friend anymore. Like it was getting to a point where it was like, girl, if that was the case, like, do you look at all your friends like that and think like I only reach out to them and be with them because I need them? Because that's not true. Like, I feel like when I'm capable of going out and doing stuff with my friends, like I go. I never like go with the intention of, oh, I'm gonna need them for this or something else. So I don't I don't know why it became like just a normal thing for me to be like, oh my god, they're not asking for me right now, like, and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of, to segue into the other thing, it's kind of just like, how do I explain that without like talking about the situation? Hold on, this spider, I don't know how else to explain that without explaining that. um Let me put it like this. So I got used to pretty much, I feel like it got to a point where I was begging a person to just like be in my life the way I needed them to be in my life, and they would constantly show me different ways and different examples of why they didn't need me in their lives and why I didn't really need them in mine. And it got to a point where, I don't know, it kind of just clicked for me, and me and this person had took a little break from speaking. And I was like, I they don't need me. Like, we don't need each other to live or breathe. And I knew that, but it was like just looking at, knowing like I'm begging someone to pretty much be this person for me. And they were willingly, I don't know, I feel like my conversation would be going everywhere, but they were willingly doing it for other people. So it's like, knowing like you're begging someone to be a person, like be a friend, or just like be a person in your life for you, and like pretty much being like, see, like I'm doing this for you, like please, like can you just be here for me? And seeing them kind of just like lay out everything you're asking for, or just like be the person you want them to be for other people willingly, it just kind of like, it clicked. And I was like, yeah, you don't even want to willingly be that person I need you to be for me. So it's like, and you're willingly and wanting to do it for other people. So it just kind of clicked. And I was like, yeah, like, and then also everything that I was asking for of this person is stuff that I can give myself. Like, I was looking for validation. I was looking for just like that comfort of like, you are wanted, you are needed, you are loved. And I looked around me too, like I get that from my family, I get that from my friends. Like, it's not always, it's, everything does not need to always be verbally said, pretty much. And that's what I took it as. Like, I don't be needing, like, yes, I need the verbal validation and just like confirmation and reassurance, but not everything needs that. I feel like people's actions also show that. I shouldn't have to just want to hear it, because sometimes, also learning from this person and other people that were, I'm trying to do it without like being specific, other people that were pretty much like them, like they've made promises to me before and didn't keep them, or they've said things before just to get me to shut up and would act completely different right after. So it's like, why, it just leads back to like that snap for me. I was like, why, like, what were they doing for me, honestly, you know? And not even to put them down as a person, like I do believe they did show me things. They did give me things that they did give me different perspectives on life. They definitely helped me with things before. Like, this person has been there for me for a lot of stuff, and just been there through a lot of things that happen in my life, and it's vice versa. And I know they should feel the same way. I feel like I've been there for them for a lot of things. But when it comes to that aspect of what I wanted them to be in my life, they were never playing that role. The role was never, they read the script and was like, I'm good, and Ben gave me the paperback. And I just been reading the paperback to myself and like imagining them do it at this point. Like, I literally was like imagining the person be everything I wanted them to be, and they were like, girl, like, let's wake up. And every time they did something that went off script, I was like, what are you doing? And they were like, girl, I've never been reading that. Like, I was never reading that script. I was never reading that. So let's put the book down. And I think I put the book down. Yeah, I definitely put the book down. And I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, that's just been my life. I just feel like, I don't know. And also, it's gonna be a little more, this is another thing I had realization of. So I know, like, people, when it comes to relationships and just dealing with other people in that, like, intimate way, I feel like we look a little too down. We frown upon a lot of the women that do end up sticking around with people with men for a long time, and especially when it's like he hasn't been following everything you've been wanting. Like, he hasn't been following the script for a minute, so why are you staying? I used to beat myself up about that, like, a lot. And it's now I'm kind of just looking at it like, well, not even to compare and contrast and be like, my situation is better, because I was hurt, and I know other people that have been hurt, and hurt is hurt. Like, I was not happy. So it's not a matter of it's better than, or it's whatever. There's none of that. But it's just like, to look at it as everything I went through with this one person, I will never have to learn none of these lessons again. If you think about it, like, if you really think about it, yes, like, it prolonged itself for so long, and it lasted too long. But, like, I went through my entire teen years and up until my early 20s, like 21, like, dealing with the same person, and God and the universe, I feel like, just ended up throwing he threw all of it in my face countless of times until it finally snapped. And, like, I was like, all right, like, until it got thrown in my face and, like, stuck to my face, and I had to, like, peel it off and look at each piece, like, I peeled off. Like, it got to that point, and I feel like I am a little happy that I feel like now, if I was to go and try to deal with other people in that way, I'm definitely going to go about it a different way, and I'm definitely going to be a different person about a lot of shit now. Like, I don't think I'm going to be taking stuff that serious anymore. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm back to what I was saying about people frowning upon girls that stick around that long. Sometimes we have to look at it like, she's just gonna have to keep learning. She's gonna keep learning the lessons she needs to learn until she finally leaves, and hopefully those lessons stick with her, so it doesn't turn into she meets another man. It's literally the same. It's the same lesson, different man, different script, just a little different script. But oh shit, I didn't even realize it was that time. But, like, yeah, that's how I'm looking at it now. I'm not mad at myself. I'm not beating myself up anymore about how I went about all of it, because at the end of the day, everything I learned from that experience, I was gonna learn a harder way, a different way, from another man. Because at the end of the day, my dad was my dad, and the lessons I was gonna have to go through what I went through, pretty much. And a lot of stuff is not even like, I feel like a lot of things too, I don't share everything that I went through with that person to full effect with everyone, because there's times that I'm like, even if I sit here and try to explain this story to somebody, they're gonna be like, you dumb bitch, like, why did you do that? But then it's like, I know why I did it. So I don't know. It's just some stuff, like, even if my mom watches this, mommy, yeah, I was just a tad bit delusional, but it's not your fault, you know. We know whose fault it is. It's like, it's nobody's fault, but we knew why it was gonna happen to me at some point, because yeah. So yeah, that's really all I have to say today. I'm just happy I went through all of it with one person. Like, I feel like, no, the technical term of being cheated on would be if you're in a relationship. But I feel like I've been cheated on, I've been lied to, I've been picked last, I've been an option before. Like, I put myself through all that with this person, that it's like, I already will know the signs. I already know, I'm already knowing of what I'm never gonna put myself through again. And I'm already knowing, like, I didn't deserve none of that. And I will never look at a man or just another person and be like, and see how they're about to treat me and be like, no, it's okay, like, they deserve my love and care, so I have to let them treat me like this. Like, no, it don't ever be that again, like, ever. So that's where I'm at with my life. I have therapy Thursday. I'm so excited, and I'm getting my hair done Thursday too, so I probably will post a little video Thursday. But this is my life. Thanks for watching.